Hi friends, welcome to Shyam Institute. So then we will discuss today's current affairs, 30th April, is it? So then have a look at these main topics. Canada elections, the new Prime Minister of Canada, Shaji and Karuna, he passed away. We will discuss about this guy, a famous cinematographer and director of Malayalam, he passed away. Jain Costa, he passed away. Knowledge Post Service, this is called Gyan Post Service. And then CIPRI report on military expenditure 2024 presented in 2025. And Harvard's I for Good hackathon, and Ramanujan, a book, Journey of the Great Mathematician, and then Cholistan desert. So these are the topics, then main topics, and in addition to this then we will discuss some more topics. Then have a look at this particular one. Have a look at this, the first and important one, Gyan Post, that is Knowledge Post Service. This Knowledge Post Service is introduced by Indian Postal Department. The reason behind introducing this particular program or scheme is that to provide the educational material in affordable prices, affordable cost, then the Indian Post introduced this particular program. They were given a name called Gyan Post. Gyan means anyways we know knowledge. This is a Sanskrit word, Gyan. Gyan Post is a name given to that particular program introduced by the postal department. And then sending this educational material at affordable cost is the main reason, as I mentioned earlier. And then here if you observe, like they are encouraging the students and then the persons who need this particular material by focusing on the prices, then they are going to charge very less amount on this particular one, and that is also mentioned while introducing this particular program. And they charge 20 rupees for 300 grams, 5 kgs, even for 5 kgs then they charge 100 rupees for the weight of the books and those. That's the point here. So anyways, this is a very good program introduced by the Indian Postal Department, and sending educational material is the main objective here. Sending educational material is the main objective, and to encourage the people, if the content is not available, if the books are not available to a particular remote area, even though then they are despite not avail of the particular content or books, then sometimes then they are not comfortable with the reading required or perfect content, it may affect their exams as well. So then anyways, like to avoid this, all these hiccups, all these journeys, hassle free journey, to make a hassle free journey, they introduce this particular concept. So the main objective is sending material, educational material to the doorsteps of the people, doorsteps of the students or people. That is the context here. And then avail at all postal departments. This facility is available in all the postal departments in Pan India, entire Pan India. That is one. And at the same time, learning resources more accessible with this particular facility. Learning material or learning resources are very comfortably available with this particular facility. So innovative facility, anyways, innovative facility introduced by the Indian Postal Department. That is the context here. So make delivery of the material at affordable cost is the main objective here. That is the context here. Moving to the next one, what is the name of the program, by the by, is a Gyan Post, introduced by Indian Postal Department. Moving to the next one, yes, he is the Malayalam famous director and cinematographer. He passed away. Shaji N. Karuna, he passed away. Malayalam's famous director. He started his career as a cinematographer. Later then he became a director, and his time period, however then he worked and he left his footprints in Malayalam movies in general. That particular period is called the golden era of the Malayalam movies, golden era. And then Malayalam cinema's master of shadow and silence. He is called the master of shadows and silence. Then he faced several problems during his early stages of his debut, and then he is famous with the debut director as in 1988, and then started career as a cinematographer, and later as a director he succeeded, came in his direction several movies, and then blockbusters also there in during that period, and then anyways that particular duration is called a golden era of a Malayalam movie. This is the context. What is the name of the person? Shaji's N. Karuna, he passed away. There is a context. This is considered under a concept called obituaries. Obituaries, 1 mark guarantee, then they will ask one question here, 1 mark question. Certainly then we have to focus on this type of obituaries. This day we have two obituaries, two eminent persons, then we will discuss now. Then moving to the next one, yeah, another person then whose obituary then we are going to discuss here, the Jain the Costa. Jain the Costa, he passed away, a famous ex or former Brazilian footballer, he passed away, and then he was very active during 1962, and he was the member in the team in 1962 football FIFA World Cup that was won by Brazil. So he was the member in that particular winning team. And then if you come out with this Brazil, this Argentina, Brazil, these are the Uruguay, these are the very strong football playing countries, South American nations, Latin American nations, very famous nations in general. And then if you come up with the Brazil as a football team, Brazil never forget a player called Pelé, a famous player of football from Brazil is a Pelé. Anyways, then he is the Brazilian footballer. That's the reason then I reminded that particular person came into my mind. That is Pelé, a very famous person. Then he got during his period, like he got 2 FIFA World Cups. Very special person, Pelé. And on his name, biopic name called Pelé. Pelé itself a bio picture. On his name, then a particular biopic came that is called Pelé. And the specialty of this particular movie is that he was live during this particular movie is picturized, and he was live, and then he acted in that particular movie. In his biopic he acted. So that is a special thing here. So what is the name? Pelé. Pelé is a player, very famous football player from Brazil. Okay, that's the point. Moving to the next one, 6th joint customs group meeting between India and Bhutan. 6th joint customs group meeting. Customs means generally custom duties or comes under indirect taxes code. Custom duties, excise duties, all these comes under indirect taxes codes. So custom duties between two nations here. Bhutan, everyone knows, then is a landlocked Himalayan country, and then is a monarchy, is a parliamentary monarchy. In 2008 it became a democratic monarchy. Democratic monarchy in the sense we should say a democracy will run in the country, but the head of the country is a king, monarch. Okay, that is a point. Parliamentary monarchy. Anyways, like if you observe this particular meeting was held at a capital city Thimphu, and then the borders, if you observe the borders, India 3 sides border for Bhutan and 1 side China. It's the north side border to Bhutan, and in the south direction, east direction, south, east and west directions, India is the border. And the border states, if you observe, very important, several times asked in the examination as well. Border states, if you observe from Indian side, Assam, Sikkim, West Bengal one side, and Arunachal Pradesh. These 4 states are border states to this particular country, Bhutan. We have very simple country and the peaceful nation, happiest country in the world as well, happiest country. So then God's own country, it's a very special country. And then here if you observe this particular nation, king of the Bhutan is remaining the head of the country. A king of the Bhutan is the overall head of that particular nation. That's the point. So where this particular meeting completed is at Thimphu of Bhutan, and then in number 6th joint customs group meeting. They may ask question like with which of the following countries, then India recently completed 6th customs group summit or meeting, that is with Bhutan. That's a point. Moving to the next one, CIPRI report given on trends in world military expenditure. Trends in world military expenditure for 2024. CIPRI stands for Stockholm International Peace and Research Institute. SIPRI. So then which looks after the different countries military expenditure, and then how they are spending, what are the implications of that particular spending that amount, and those looks after by SIPRI in general. So like with the statistics given by the SIPRI, the country which spends more on this military, the country which has more military expenditure is US. It occupied around 37%, in the worldwide 37% is the highest percentage, US, and the next by China with a 12%, and third nation, and the next nation is Russia. Anyways, we know Russia with the Russia with 5.5%, and the next position by Germany 3.3%, and the next one is India occupied 5th position with 3.2% of the military expenditure, 3.2% of military expenditure. 6th position by United Kingdom and Saudi Arabia, both same 3%. Next Ukraine, and then France, Japan, South Korea, Israel, Poland, Italy, Australia, and others. But like in top position, in the top 10 plus positions, then Pakistan is not there here. And one more point here, if you observe, India was spent around $86.1 billion on military for the year 2024, $86.1 billion, and then this was 1.6% more compared with the 2023 year of 2023. And then with this particular expenditure, India is spending 9 times more than Pakistan's expenditure on military. That's a context. So here, like, these are the points then we should remember. India's position is India is in fifth largest country, 5th largest military expenditure. India has got that number. First position by US, second by China, third by Russia, 4th by Germany, and 5th by India, 6th by United Kingdom and Saudi Arabia. And the next position, 7th position, Ukraine is there for us. We have Ukraine, and like Russia is in 3rd position, Ukraine in 7th position. Think that, like, then how much amount they are spending. Ukraine is spending 2.4% Ukraine. So what is there between Ukraine and Russia? Is it Russia is spending 5.5%, Ukraine is spending 2.4%. India is spending around 3.2%. India is spending 3.2%, Germany 3.3%, just as a 0.1% above Germany. So India is in 5th position. Moving to the next one, Harvard's artificial AI for good hackathon, artificial intelligence for good hackathon. This is the award announced to Harvard's AI good for hackathon, announced to Indian professionals. They introduced a voice first AI solution, voice first AI solutions to clear the problems, clear the governance related problems, governance related services, to provide governance related services to the rural people through mobile devices. So by using the mobile device, they know the complete details of the scheme introduced by the government, and then with that, like they can directly contact with the person like a chat bot, and they get information from that particular concept. This particular concept, this voice related solution, first AI solution, voice related first solution, was introduced as a concept called MEGHA. That concept called MEGHA, MEGHA. That concept they called as MEGHA. MEGHA stands for Meghalaya e-governance, hackathon, human centered assistance. This is the concept they introduced by the Indian professionals. For this particular mechanism, for this particular technology, the voice first artificial intelligence solution, they got a award from Harvard School, that is Harvard's AI for good hackathon, that is the award name. And here if you observe, the practical implementation of AI in governance is the main objective here. For this purpose they got this award. How to apply the practical implementation of artificial intelligence in a governance, e-governance, that is e-governance anyways. Introducing AI in governance is e-governance. So then team of the Indian professionals has got this first they introduced, and Harvard Kennedy School's prestigious Kennedy AI for Good Hackathon award they were given to these professionals who introduced MEGHA. What MEGHA stands for? Meghalaya e-governance human centered assistance. That's a point. Moving to the next one. Yes, Ramanujan is a book, a journey of a great mathematician. Journey of a great mathematician is the name of the book. Written by Arun Singhal and Devendra Kumar Sharma. Written by these two. What is the name of the book? Ramanujan, Journey of a Great Mathematician. That is the name of the book. Important one. They may ask this particular who is the author, like then they may ask. Okay, anyways, then Ramanujan we know is India's father of mathematics we call, and December 22nd observed as a National Mathematics Day. National Mathematics Day observed on December 22nd, and then 1729 is called a Ramanujan number. 1729 is called a Ramanujan number, very special number. It's a combination of 3 cubes, 2 numbers cubes. So very rarest of the rare number, that is only there in this particular turn, that is a 12 cube and 1 cube, combination of 12 cube and 1 cube. 12 cube is 1728 and plus 1 cube is 1, that is 1729. It's a unique number. This is called Ramanujan number. 1729 is a Ramanujan number, very special one anyways. And then he recognized as a scholar during his period, and in 1911 he went to England for his higher education. Special person. He himself and one more person we have one more person called P.C. Mahalanobis went to England. So December 22nd observed as a National Mathematics Day. That's an important point. And here, like if you observe this particular one, on his name Ramanujan, Srinivasa Ramanujan name, one biopicture was introduced, Who Knows Infinity. The biopic name is Who Knows Infinity. This is the name of the book, a biopicture on Srinivasa Ramanujan. Okay, that's a point. Moving to the next one, important one, Youth National Boxing Championship. This is the under 19 championship. Under 19 championship. Here, like on this particular event, the gold medal won by, this is in number 7th edition Youth National Boxing Under 19 Championship. Men's category won by SSCB by defeating REC Limited. SSCB won 9 medals, 6 gold, 1 silver and 2 bronze. SSCB won 6 medals, 6 gold medals. Similar way, Haryana women's category. Haryana won women category by defeating Delhi. Haryana won the women's championship, under 19 boxing championship. Haryana won by defeating Delhi. Haryana has got 8 medals, 3 gold and 5 silver. 3 gold and 5 silver medals. So Haryana won by defeating Delhi. That's a point. And then here we have one more point we need to consider. This particular event was held at Shahid Vijay Singh Pathak Sports Complex. Shahid Vijay Singh Pathak Sports Complex, Greater Noida. At Greater Noida. That's a point here. Uttar Pradesh, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh one. Yeah. Cholistan Desert. Cholistan or Cholistan we can call. This desert is recently in news actually. This is located near Pakistan, Sindh province, Pakistan. Pakistan is constructing one canal project here. Due to the war announcement, they immediately stopped. They abruptly stopped that particular canal project in near to this particular Cholistan desert. This Cholistan desert located western side of Thar desert. Western side of Thar desert. That's the point here. And one more point I'll add here, that is Deravar Fort. Deravar Fort is located in is located in this particular near to this particular Cholistan fort. That's a point here we have. Moving to the next one, an important one. Yes, Canada election. The new prime minister elected for Canada. Canada, we know the capital is Ottawa, and then currency is a Canadian dollar. Mark Carney is a new prime minister. Mark Carney, new prime minister, and he was the famous economist, and then he worked as a governor of ex-governor of Canada Bank of Canada. He was the governor of Canada Bank, Canada, and then he mentioned then he won the elections just before a few days of election. He mentioned a word saying that since then World War II, the US and Canada have been maintained a good relation, and right now that those conditions were not there, but we know how to manage all these things, and then Canada is ready to put its all efforts to develop the nation. Those were the words used by Mark Carney during election campaigns, and those words reached the citizens, and then they elected this particular person as the prime minister of the Canadian nation. Anyways, India, if you observe the relations with India, except one or two bilateral obligations, bilateral issues, then we have got very good relation with Canada. So that is the context here. And then Mark Carney is a Liberal Party leader, and the opponent was a Conservative Party, Pierre Markel Poilievre. Pierre Markel Poilievre is the opposition party leader, Conservative Party. That's one. That is all about Mark Carney. Is a new Prime Minister of Canada. And the next one, important one, Ayushman Bharat Diwas is observed on 30th April every year. Ayushman Bharat. Generally this Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. This is the scheme called PMJAY, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. This is the name of the scheme. This was officially introduced on 23rd September 2018, and later started implementing from 2019 April 30th. So then anyways, the April 30th observed as Ayushman Bharat Divas, and it has reached around 10 crores people. Providing health insurance is the main objective. Health insurance is main objective is providing health insurance. 5 lakhs rupees of health insurance is provided to the persons identified as a socio-economic caste census. Under the persons observed under SCCC, socio-economic caste census, as a economically weaker section or a weak section, suddenly then they get benefit with this particular program. These are beneficiaries. The persons who observed under SCCC, they are the beneficiaries of this particular program. And then funds, if you observe the funds factor, if you observe the states and union territories, the 60:40%, 60% bear by the central government and the 40% by the state government. 90-10 ratio in northeastern states, and in Himalayan states 100%. Himalayan states 100%, northeastern states 90-10%, 60-40 in states and union territories. There is a context here. So these are current affairs for the day. We will meet in tomorrow's session with the continuation of this one. Thank you and all the best.